Hey! So it's Emily here, and we have little Zeke / his alter ego Fiorella. I've already recorded this intro. I think this is number 6. And I don't know why I feel I often tell you guys, oh, it's the 3rd time of me recording this. I'm not entirely sure why I feel the need to tell you. I just kind of want to bring you on the struggle with me. I got a phone call, and I don't know, I sound weird today, so I'm gonna hope that the video goes better than it has already. So yeah, today I will be talking about a subject that I've really wanted to get into for a while, and I'm hoping to maybe do kind of like a series on this. And yeah, so it's basically about what friends, family, significant others, anybody in your life really, and how they react to the dolls, how you told them, and basically just like a few little story times. And yeah, I thought that might be kind of nice and relaxing and fun to talk about. So today's episode, oh yeah, let's call them episodes, will be about significant others, and sort of how you either begin to tell somebody that you've just met, or you go to tell somebody that is already, your boyfriend or girlfriend. And I mean the latter should be very easy really, shouldn't it? Because if they're already your other half, then they probably know your eccentricities already very well, and they really should just accept you, for exactly who you are. So I think that one goes without an explanation. If you're with somebody and you've just started getting interested in these dolls, tell them, and don't feel shy about it. I bet they have weird things too, like, not that this doll hobby is weird, but it's a little out of the ordinary. And I bet they have, I don't know, maybe they're into My Little Pony. I don't know. I mean, whatever they like. But we accept each other, and all our strangenesses, and yeah, it just becomes, just a sweet thing about that person, I feel. But I think what a lot of people sort of want to know is maybe how you begin to even tell somebody that you are sort of first dating. Oh yeah, you can't come in my room because I have like a ton of Moses baskets and random doll body parts around. No. But yeah, so I think, yeah, I'm going to start off the video talking about sort of when you're in a new relationship, how personally I would and have in the past told somebody that I collected these dolls. So I think the first thing to mention is just that I think some of us sort of feel a little bit insecure about this hobby, and I think we maybe think it's a little stranger than it actually is. I've had talks with some of my friends in this community, and it's sort of come across that they might feel embarrassed, or that there would be some uncomfortable feeling that they had, that was to do with sort of embarrassment and feeling shy about this hobby. And I don't think that's like necessarily a bad thing, but I don't think it needs to be there, because this hobby is not different from any other hobby. It's like, I have a lot of friends who are seriously into video games, and I'll watch them sometimes and I'll just be like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get anything about what they're doing. They're sitting on the couch, getting super into, these mafia games where they're trying to kill each other, and I'm just there with a blank face, I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't judge them for it, and I don't think it's weird, and I think that's what you have to kind of think about other people viewing this hobby, that they may not understand it, they may think it's a little strange, and they may not want to sort of, you know, be interested or partake in it themselves. But that doesn't mean that they think that there's anything wrong with doing it. And yeah, I think that's an important thing to remember when you're, you know, going to tell somebody about it, that that there is nothing intrinsically you know, strange about collecting these dolls. It's just completely a completely normal normal hobby. It's just, you know, unusual, and I don't think unusual means wrong, you know. So, and I've just been mentioning that because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's an important thing to know before you tell somebody, because then you're not like, oh, I've got this really strange thing, and you know, I need to tell you about it, and I don't want you to think I'm weird, but you know, like, you're not sort of apologetic for it, because that's, you know, that's never good. You don't want to be apologetic for something that, you know, is completely harmless and brings you a lot of joy. So yeah, basically, when I've only ever had two boyfriends, so with my first boyfriend, he was a teaser, so I knew that he would tease me a lot when I told him about the hobby, and that was fine, do you know what I mean? But also, I don't know, I'm kind of really glad that my new boyfriend is not like a teasy kind of person. And I remember I remember telling the guy that I'm with at the moment about these dolls, and he was like, "You're telling me about this as if like I would have some kind of reaction," and he was like, "But there is like nothing to react to here," and it just made me feel so much better, because he was right. Like, I was, you know, beating around the bush. I was like, so do you have anything like strange or bit weird hobby wise that you want to confess to? And he was like, no. And then I was like, oh, that's so interesting, cool. And then I just launched into the reborn thing. And yeah, I just feel like that was so unnecessary. And these dolls are not something to hide, they're not something to feel weird about, and they're just something like any other hobby that you can be just completely transparent and open about. And I think if you have a connection with somebody, they'll be like, that's cool, you know. I'm not saying they'll like take an interest, I'm not saying they'll go and, you know, buy baby clothes with you, but you know, they'll be like, oh cool, you know, that's fine, you do you. It's an interest like any other, and I think that's the main thing that I wanted to say in that very, very, very long ramble. I remember even that he asked me, you know, can I see them? Like, will you bring them over to my house or whatever? And I was like, no. And he got offended. He was like, why? Like, why don't you trust me with the woman? No, he didn't say that. But yeah, I remember the first time that he, you know, saw them, and I was actually being like super weird about, I didn't want him to handle them, because I thought, you know, what if he's too rough? What if like he just holds them and they, like, I don't know, especially with River at that point, I was being really, really like overly precious, and I didn't want other people touching him. Oh, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? But anyway, it just went so well, and he was like, oh yeah, they're super realistic, and yeah, he was just very, very chill about it. And I just think that's what you need, somebody to not make a big deal out of it, you know. On my box opening with River, which has quite a lot of views now, I get constant, you know, hate comments, which is like, oh, you know, this spinster, she'll never find, you know, somebody who will accept this hobby, you know, she'll just be alone with her cats, you know, she's a crazy cat lady, blah, 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 blah. And I just think, I mean, I don't know what I think about that really, because there is absolutely nothing wrong with being a crazy cat lady. And I think I'm definitely a crazy cat lady. But yeah, I just feel like it's so close-minded of people to assume things, I suppose. And yeah, I think people in the real world are so much nicer and less judgmental than people on the internet. And yeah, so if you're sort of new in this hobby, you're feeling a bit insecure, and you might not sort of know if you wanted to, you know, tell your other half, or maybe you're in a new relationship, just try and let go, try and chill out a bit, and not take any of these, you know, stupid comments that you may see to heart. So yeah, if I had a few maybe tips for people who not necessarily just wanted to tell their other half, but wanted to tell anybody in their life about these dolls, you know, the main thing is to just be confident and laid back about it, I think. And that is that was, I guess, the main point of this whole video. I feel like there are so many new people in this hobby, and I get constant DMs from people who are just starting out, and I love it. It's so nice that you know, this hobby isn't, I don't know, isn't like lurking in the shadows. I feel like it's, you know, it's there to be seen and admired, and a lot of people are yeah, just finding these dolls and yeah, getting a lot of joy out of it. And so to those people, I would just say, don't be how I was when I first started. Don't feel awkward about it, and don't, you know, feel shy. You know, it's completely fine to you know, take an interest in these beautiful pieces of artwork, and to share that with the people that you love. And yeah, I just wanted to leave this video on that note. Okie dokie, so let me just have a little brush off his hair. I feel like I've been really preachy in this video. So I'm sorry about that. I don't want to get all preachy. Oh, I'll be singing Don't Worry, Be Happy in a second. Right. Let's make Zeke a little bit more shown. I was thinking with this baby that when he is a girl, or when he's dressed in girl clothes, I call him/her Fiorella. But I think Zeke, you know, could be a girl's name. Like, I think that actually makes a really beautiful girl's name. And oh goodness, this outfit looks so hideous with my nails. In fact, these nails, they were the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake I've ever made. They are a pretty hideous colour. But anyway, come on, Ezekiel. Let's put you closer to your aunties. How cute is this baby? I love it when the light catches his eyes. They're so sparkly. Okie dokie. There you go. Okie dokie. So thank you so much for this video. Please let me know if sort of a video talking about maybe family members or friends would be of interest to you. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching. Bye!